Hi guys, it's Dustin here and welcome to today's video. So I want to go and dive into a little bit of a topic today that in the past I haven't really spent a lot of time discussing, and that is the fluctuation of the real estate market, the economy, inflation, and government debt. Now, I know that's quite a bit of a mouthful and I'll try to keep it simple and keep it short, but when you look in the news these days, I think the US government right now has around a $19 trillion debt, and inflation just keeps going up. So there's a couple things happening. Also, I think Social Security only has a couple years left in it. So we've kind of been sold this Kool-Aid in the past about how Social Security will be there for us. And, the American dream has really changed a lot from what it's been in the past. So, a great example of that is just, I was reading a stat the other day about how even the younger generation, for example, I think in the 60s, the wage from 1960 to now has gone up 10 times. However, the real estate costs have gone up to 30 times. And during that time, we've had busts and we've had booms and we've had market collapses like in 2008. And we can always go ahead and we can look to the past to get an idea of what's going to happen again in the future. Now, let's make this specific to real estate, okay? Real estate markets go up and they come down, and a lot of markets right now are inflated, and there's some bubbles that are definitely ready to pop. For example, like Vancouver, Canada, the market here is out of control. Things have gone up like 20-30% in the last few months. And what's inevitable is recessions happen. People lose their jobs and get laid off. Now, this is one of the things with tax deed investing that I think is great, is because you can buy properties so cheap that you can weather out these recessions and still be ahead of the game. For example, over the last several months, as you know, we've been actively buying a lot of properties, and these properties we're getting 60 to 50% off market value on average. Now, the beautiful thing with tax liens and deeds is you can get properties sometimes 5, 10, 15% of market value. But as I've mentioned before, one of my goals is to become the largest investor of tax liens and deeds in the United States. So we're buying a lot of volume right now, and we're happy getting them for 40 to 50% of market value. So when this comes to your own investing career, what I love about tax liens and deeds is you can get into them so cheap, so that let's say the market drops 30, 40%, you're still gonna have a profitable investment, and that's why you need a portfolio made up of these properties. So if you're watching this and you haven't been taking action, now is the time to seriously get serious about this, okay? And I know I just said serious twice in the same sentence. But it's really that time for you to start thinking about this. And if you haven't been getting the results you want or taking the action you know you need to be doing, now is the time to do it. And I'm always a big fan of action plans and implementation. So, the basic things you can be doing is researching and always having a pulse on what's going on, first off, in your own county. Secondly, in your own state. Find out when the tax lien sales are. Find out when the tax deeds are. If you're in a tax deed state and you want to buy tax liens, then you should be researching other states that are tax liens. Or vice versa, the other way around. If you're in tax deed states, if you live in a tax lien state, you should be researching tax deed states nearby and preparing to go to those auctions. Now, the great thing about tax liens and deeds, as you know, is the downside is so much smaller compared to traditional real estate investing. And in my opinion, it is the absolute best place to start for investing. Now, as you guys know, I want to make this video fairly short, but what we do every month is a live training where we take people just like you and we have them join us at tax lien and deed sales. Now, over the last couple months, we've got this system so dialed that over 80% of the people that join me and my team on live auction trainings where you're buying properties with us side by side, over 80% of those people now are buying properties at the sale. And that is something that I'm absolutely just, it's amazing, because it's one of the models that we coined called earn as you learn. And you come to the sale, you learn by the pros exactly how to go and how to beat the competition and how to get properties. So I want to make this video short. I want you to join us on our upcoming trip that we have. We have a couple sales that are scheduled to happen here in the next 2 months. And now we've been doing these for a couple years, and we're just getting better and better, and the student results are phenomenal. They're getting great returns on their money. They're getting great properties. And if you've been on the fence about getting into this business, or if you've wanted to have assistance with somebody there basically holding your hand, then come and join us on the next trip, or at least hop on the phone with one of my friendly team members and see if the trip is a fit for you. Now, we have a few spaces left for our upcoming trip, and I want you to go ahead and just give us a buzz. Click the link below this video. Just fill out the form quick, and let's see if you want to come join us on one of these trips and get some properties with us and get some skin in the game, meaning like get some traction, start moving forward with your real estate business. And a lot of folks come to these trainings and then go off by themselves and have a great investing career. So one of our mission statements that we're going to move forward with is we want to create 1,000 full-time real estate investors by the year 2020. And this is actually not a stat we've tracked, and we're going to start tracking it now. And we want you to be one of those people that is going to help us achieve that goal and help yourself to live that life of freedom and to have the money you want to do the things you want, which ultimately is why we are here doing real estate. And that's why I'm creating these training videos. My main focus now is on the real estate side of it and investing, but I still am here to help you guys every single step of the way. So from this video, just a quick recap. Now is the time to get in the position for when the next recession comes, so that you're in good shape, so that you have monthly cash flow from properties that you can afford to have a market fluctuation, and maybe the property goes down 10, 20, 30%, and you're still in great shape. So if anything, start planning for that today. And then secondly, come join us on one of the auction trips. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to be a great time. So just click the link. I can't talk today. Click the link below this video, submit the application, and hop on the phone with one of our friendly team members, and let's see on one of the next trips. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
In Philadelphia, there's a 9-month right of redemption. So you may be wondering, what does that mean? Pretty much the homeowner has 9 months that they can come back and redeem the property if they choose to, but they'll have to pay a 10% interest penalty. So there's a lot of other states like that as well: Georgia, Texas,